Oh my gosh. Well, let me hit on this because I talked about going to D&L Parts, and we'll get to the comments after this. Talked about going to D&L Parts, and I turn around in D&L Parts, and there's RS44B, which is a replacement that a lot of us are familiar with, and there is a big stack of Bluon. I'm like, you guys have the Bluon. You guys have it. I was like, how are these people making money? Selling refrigerant, right? So evidently, and hey, look at that. Does poop have a difference in potential? I don't know, Bible bloopers. That's an interesting thing to pay to say. I don't know. I feel like you wasted your money. You could have bought a soda. And for podcast people, we have people that can super chat on YouTube, and your comment gets highlighted. And hey, look, it's on the screen and everything. So I appreciate that. Although your statement's weird, that's fine. You can talk as weird as you want. So back to the Bluon. He was telling me, the manager of D&L Parts, that they have an agreement, a partnership where they actually have Bluon like steers them to different suppliers to buy materials. That's how they're doing some of their money gathering. They're actually pointing people towards certain suppliers that they work with whenever they're answering these tech support calls. And they will actually, you can check out and everything and go pick it up at the place. And some of them deliver some of the parts and things like that. So it's pretty interesting because you figure Bluon is doing a lot of industrial work too. So that's some big money right there. So they are making some inroads as far as how they make money away from the refrigerant, which is a declining profit margin because it has to be, because R22 is just going away more and more. So you figure they're going to have to make money in a different way. So he it's out there. They're really doing that. And I turned to him and I said, hey, Pete, how many of these things have you done yet? As far as people coming in to buy stuff that Bluon sent them in? He's like, none. I was like, okay. He said, but we just got started a few days ago. I said, well, that makes sense. It makes sense to just get started and get nothing going on yet. But he did say that next Wednesday, and this is the magic thing that supply houses do. Next Wednesday, they are going to have like a counter day sort of thing, and the Bluon guy is going to be there, and they're going to have food. So I might pay him a visit, do a little in-person interview. That'd be kind of fun. I don't know what I'm going to ask the Bluon guys because I feel like I figured it out now how they're doing, and it's it's perfectly reasonable that they're doing this stuff. It's kind of ingenious that they're taking their app and steering guys into a supply house and making money that way. That's kind of a smart way to do things. It's kind of like a hands-off thing for the techs. You can just kind of talk to them, and they'll set them up and everything like that. They'll have everything kind of set up for them and ready to go. It's kind of nice. So maybe get some clarification, at least get some free food maybe. And it's serious because on the front of the flyer, it's just a picture of a food truck. That's all they have there. They want to make sure a guy shows up. There'll be electricians at this little counter day. There'll be plumbers showing up. Be like, hey man, I want to hear about Bluon too. Where are them hot dogs at? That's exactly what it'll be like.